Sixth grade, my superstars at Carthage International Schools. This is your teacher Najah Shurbini talking to you. Today is Sunday, the 29th of March 2020. I'm inviting you today to enjoy some grammar with me. So let's start our journey with Grammar in Conversation, Pupil Book, page 98. And of course, the homework will be on the Pupil Books, page 85. We're going to discuss as a revision, of course, the past continuous and past simple الماضي المستمر والماضي البسيط. Go, please, open your pupil book at page 98. Look at this dialogue. Of course, you can listen to the dialogue on your CDs that you have at home, okay? Listen to the dialogue and practice reading it with your brother or sister. We have a dialogue between Lucy, Jack, and Alex. I'm not going to read the dialogue for you, but let's revise together the simple past form and the past continuous form. We have verb to be, verb to have, regular verbs, and irregular verbs. First, start with verb to be. Was for the singular, were for the plural. The singular subject is I, he, she, it. The plural subject is we, you, they. The negative form is wasn't and weren't. Verb to have, the simple past for verb to have is had. And the negative form is didn't have. The regular verbs, الأفعال المنتظمة, we have verb plus d or ed. نضيف للفعل d or ed. The negative form is didn't plus the verb one means verb infinitive الفعل مجرد. Irregular verbs الأفعال غير المنتظمة we have verb to التصريف الثاني القائمة الثانية في قائمة الأفعال that I have already given to you. For example, the simple past of see is saw, the simple past of go is went. The negative form is didn't plus verb one or verb infinitive. For example, we have didn't see, didn't go, etc. Examples, I visited Petra last week. Here we have last week. Last week is a key word to the simple past. مفتاح زمني للماضي البسيط. Yesterday also is a key word to the simple past. Keyword to the simple past. So where are the verbs? We have simple past visited, regular, and we have wasn't, the simple past of verb to be negative, of course. What about the past continuous form? We have if the subject is we, you, they, we should write were or weren't in the negative form plus verb ing. If the subject is I, he, she, it, we have to write was or wasn't as an auxiliary plus the verb ing. Look at these examples. For example number 1, Shihab wasn't playing at 3 o'clock yesterday. We have a keyword which is at 3 o'clock yesterday. Specific, limited time in the past. زمن محدد معين محصور في الزمن الماضي. So we use wasn't playing. So the verb is wasn't playing. Number 2, they were watching TV this morning. The keyword is this morning تحديدا هذا الصباح. So the verb will be were watching. Okay? الماضي البسيط نستخدمه عند وصف حدث حصل وانتهى في الماضي ولا يؤثر في الحاضر، أي ليس له أي دلالة أو استمرارية أو أثر في الزمن الحاضر. حدث وانتهى. Verb past. So we have Sally went to Cairo last weekend. The key word here is last weekend and the verb is went. The simple past of go. Father didn't travel to Kuwait. We have the negative form which is didn't travel. وبنتذكر في حالة النفي نضيف didn't plus the verb infinitive. The past continuous نستخدمه عند وصف فعل كان يحدث مستمرا في وقت محدد في الزمن الماضي. We use was or were plus verb ing. وفي حالة النفي نستخدم wasn't or weren't. Layla was studying at 5:30. I wasn't sleeping at 11 o'clock. Okay, so we have a question. Our question is, when an action happened during the time of another one, what structure should we use? لو حدث فعل في نفس الوقت الذي كان هناك فعل آخر مستمرا في الحدوث، فيأتي هذا الفعل وقد قاطع زمن حدوث الفعل الآخر. ما هي الصيغة التي سنستخدمها للجمع بين هذين الفعلين والربط بين هاتين الجملتين اللواتي سنستخدمها الآن؟ So, we have this conversation and I need the line that Lucy said. I was coming to school this morning when I saw an elephant in the street. Again, I was coming to school when I saw an elephant. I need these two sentences. The first one is I was coming to school. The second one is I saw an elephant. Look at this diagram. We have the line here, the green line, which represent the time of happening for which verb, of course, was coming. Okay? So the verb was coming took this period of time. But another verb حدث معترضا زمن حدوث الفعل الطويل was coming. أكيد was coming فعل يأخذ فترة زمنية، ولكن so لا يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة. الفعل so هذه هي الفترة الزمنية اللي استغرقها، اعترض زمن حدوث الفعل الطويل was coming. استخدمنا للفعل الذي يحدث بفترة زمنية أطول صيغة المستمر was coming، واستخدمنا للفعل الذي يحدث بفترة زمنية قصيرة واعترض الفعل الطويل صيغة الماضي البسيط so. طيب هناك أداة ربط we have a conjunction، أداة ربط ربطت بين الجملتين وهي when. عندما when means عندما. I was coming to school. بدأنا بجملة الفعل الطويل continuous was coming to school when عندما I saw an elephant عندما رأيت فيلا. لاحظ هنا أن الفعل الموجود في الجملة التي تأتي بعد الرابط when هو simple past. إذن الفعل الذي يأتي في جملة الرابط أو الذي يأتي بعد الرابط when هي جملة الفعل الماضي البسيط simple past. Let's see other examples. Okay? We have more and more examples. Salma was cooking when the phone rang. We have the verb Salma. Two actions. Number one, was cooking. The other action is rang. The telephone or the phone rang. سلمى كانت تطبخ. فعل الطبخ يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة، ولكن رن الجرس في أثناء فعل الطبخ. رن الجرس لا يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة، وبالتالي استخدمنا للفعل الذي يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة past continuous الماضي المستمر. سلمى singular عشان هيك استخدمنا was. We have the conjunction when. The phone, the subject rang. Look at rang. It's the simple past verb to the verb ring. يرن rang. Ring rang. The simple past. the second example. Dad was driving when he saw a deer in the road. Was driving. Dad singular. When is the conjunction and the simple past is so. أبي كان يقود السيارة وهذا فعل يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة. عندما أداة الرابط عندما he saw رأى. الفعل لا يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة. أن ترى أمامك غزالا في الطريق مثلا. What were you doing when I found you? ماذا كنت تفعل؟ Were you doing? When I found you. عندما هاتفتك أمس ماذا كنت تفعل؟ فعل ماذا كنت تفعل يأخذ فترة زمنية، ولكن الاتصال الهاتفي لا يأخذ فترة زمنية عندما هاتفتك. تذكر remember تذكر. We can use while. أيضا بإمكاني أستخدم أداة ربط أخرى وهي while بمعنى بينما with the past continuous sentence، ولكن يجوز لنا استخدام واحدة منهم، إما when وتأتي مع جملة الفعل الماضي البسيط simple past، ولكن إذا استخدمنا while تأتي مع جملة الماضي المستمر past continuous. Look, while she was doing her homework. while جاءت في بداية الجملة والفعل فيها جملتها was doing past continuous، كوما لاحظ الفاصلة التي تأتي في وسط. عندما نستخدم الرابط في البداية نضع بين الجملتين كوما فاصلة. She fell asleep شعرت بالنوم. عندما كانت تقوم بحل واجباتها شعرت بالنعاس. شعرت فعل سريع لا يأخذ وقت. So we have while at the beginning of the sentence and don't forget the comma. If you start with the conjunction لو بدأت بأداة الربط you have to write a comma between the two sentences. يجب أن تكتب الفاصلة بين الجملتان المراد ربطهما. Okay? Let's practice together. خلينا نختبر معلوماتنا and shall we correct the verb here? Okay? Complete the sentences with the verbs and brackets. We have two verbs and brackets, okay? Use the past continuous and the past simple. I, when the phone, the telephone, we have two verbs. We have sleep, ring. رأيكم sleep مين الفعل بياخد فترة زمنية أطول؟ أكيد sleep. So I write here when I was sleeping. When I was sleeping. Good. The telephone, the simple past of the verb ring is rang. Okay, so I was sleeping when the telephone rang. Number 2. Eddie to school when it to rain. We have the two verbs. Walk يمشي وهو فعل يأخذ فترة زمنية. begin يبدأ. البداية لا تأخذ وقت. So Eddie singular was walking to school. Eddie was walking to school when it, what is the simple past to the verb begin? Can you remember? It's began. It's began. Okay, number 3. The boys, the door when they a noise. We have open and we have hear. الأولاد كانوا يفتحوا الباب عندما سمعوا صوتا مزعجا. So the boys plural جمع. So we write were what? Were opening. Were opening. Opening. Sorry. Okay. When they heard. When they heard a noise. Okay? The boys were opening the door when they heard a noise. Number 4. We, the old bridge, when it break. We have the verb break and we have cross. Cross بمعنى يعبر. Break بمعنى يكسر. We, plural. So we write we were crossing. We were crossing when it, the simple past of the verb break, is broke. I know that you can remember all of these verb tenses. The man, the mountain, when he climb and fall. climb يتسلق، فعل يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة. fall السقوط لا يأخذ فترة زمنية طويلة. So the man singular, the man singular. So we write was climbing. Okay, the man was climbing when he, the simple past to the verb fall is fell. Okay, Mrs. Day, when a thief her bag. كانت السيدة داي تتسوق، والفعل التسوق يأخذ فترة زمنية. عندما سرقها لص، سرق حقيبتها. So Mrs. Day was shopping. Good. So Mrs. Day was shopping when a thief. What is the simple past to the verb steal? It's stole. Good. So it's stole. Okay, so write for yourself well done. Okay, أحسنتم صنعا. Now, I want you to listen to the video or watch the video again in order to understand more and remember more the rule of the past continuous and the past simple, and examine your knowledge by doing these exercises for me, please. Next time I'll give you the answers. 85, your workbook, page 85. Inshallah, meet again next time. بأمان الله.